Gentlemen, welcome back to Crumble Takes. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are going to discuss a topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. Will the Detroit Lions make the playoffs? They are coming off a 20-17 win versus the New York Jets, which they won off a game winner. Let's roll that clip as of right now. 4th and inches on around the 51-yard line. They throw it out. Jared Goff throws it off to their tight end, Reich. It ends up being kind of a risky play, but it works for them. As you can see, they get the game-winning touchdown off of it. Jets go down the field. They miss a 56-yard field goal, but the Lions do get this dub versus a very good Jets team. They also Mike White didn't play this game. Zach Wilson played, but Zach Wilson was actually doing a decent game. But anyways, let's get into this other stuff now. As you can see, these Lions started 1-6, a 38-35 loss to Philly first game. They beat the Commanders 27-36, lost to the Vikings 24-28, lost to Seattle 48-45, got obliterated by the Patriots 0-29, and then lost to the Cowboys 24-6. Now, one thing, as you can see, they started 1-6. They were doing really bad. There was rumors that Dan Campbell was actually going to get fired. That's what I was listening to after that 1-6 start, because they were scoring so many points, as you can see, but the defense was just playing utterly terrible. It wasn't good at all. As you can see, in the games that they were close in, defense 38 to Philly. They allowed 27 to the Commanders, 28 to Minnesota, 48 to the Seahawks, 29 to the Patriots, 24 to the Cowboys. You're not going to win games if your defense is letting up that many points. The defense was terrible for them. Then it started to pick up, I will say. Started to pick up. One thing that happened is they started winning on a huge win streak. Like, they actually started winning games. They won. Let me get it for y'all right here. After that Cowboy game, something snapped for them. They beat. Well, actually, after that Cowboy game, they lost another game to the Dolphins. And then they beat the Packers. They beat the Bears. They beat the Giants. They almost. Now, I want to talk about this game too. Almost beat the Buffalo Bills on Thanksgiving. It was very, very close a game. As you guys can see the score, it was a very close game, but they did lose to the Bills, which I was actually kind of sad about. I thought they were going to win that game. They beat the Jags 40-14, beat the Lions. I mean, not the Lions, they are the Lions. They beat the Vikings, and then they just beat the Jets. This team has turned it around a lot, in my opinion, and that's good for them. And one of the reasons why they turned it around is, as what I was talking about earlier, their defense has gotten way, way, way better. Like, listen, okay, it's gotten better, but also, like, point-wise, it hasn't gotten that good, but still, it's gotten good. They gave up 9 points to the Packers. They did give up 30 to the Bears, but they won the game. They gave only 18 points to a Giants team that was doing really well. 28 to the Bills, to be honest with you, is not terrible. 14 to the Jags. The way that the Jags are playing right now, that is not bad. They destroyed the Vikings the second time in Detroit, winning. The Vikings will score 23, I think. One of their last points was a garbage time touchdown. And they've held the Jets to 17. That defense out of Jeff Okudah, he's been playing very well I thought he was about to be a bust, but he's been playing very well for Detroit. The rookie Aiden Hutchinson, he's looking way better than Travon Walker out in Jacksonville that got drafted first, and it looks like Hutchinson should have got drafted first. But that defense has been playing way better point-wise. They've been getting a few turnovers. You know, it helps this team do really well when this defense is playing like this. Now, this team is a high-scoring team. And I'm going to tell you why this team is a high-scoring team. This duo right here, Jared Goff and St. Brown, are a very, very, very good duo. This boy, Jared Goff, this year so far is known for 3,000 yards, 23 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Okay, I feel like he could throw a few more touchdowns, but this man, St. Brown, has been feasting for the games that he has played. St. Brown this year has 89 receptions, almost 1,000 yards. He has 974 and 6 touchdowns. He has been balling it since his breakout last year. Absolutely balling. And also, they have their running back, DeAndre Swift, has been on a touchdown. I'm pretty sure he still leads the league in rushing touchdowns. He's been on a tear touchdown machine. They have DeAndre Swift, he's finally coming back healthy for them, which I feel like is very good. And they also have DJ Chark. They did trade tight end. They did trade TJ Hawkinson, but I still feel like, well, they still have a squad. They still have a team. Their defense, like I was telling you earlier, and their offense is really good. And they also got Jameson Williams back from tearing his ACL after that, drafting him in the first round. This duo and the Lions offense is amazing. Very high scoring team, as y'all can see. Now, the playoff picture. Okay, so the Cowboys have clinched a spot in the playoffs with a 10-4 record after that Commanders loss on Sunday night. So the Giants currently are 8-5-1. They play the Vikings, the Colts, the Eagles, the Commanders 7-6-1. They play the 49ers, Browns, Cowboys, Seahawks. They play the Chiefs, Jets, Rams. And then you have Detroit, which is probably in the best situation out of all these teams. They play the Panthers, Bears, Packers, all teams with losing records. I think these are all teams that they can beat. I think it's really good for them that I think this is a vision. I honestly think this is the vision for them. They can make the playoffs, in my opinion. I think they will make the playoffs of a 7 seed. This combo between Jared Goff, St. Brown, and their head coach, Dan Campbell, they're going to make the playoffs. They're going to go through this adversity. They're going to bite these teams' kneecaps off. Yes, I did just say that. They're going to bite their kneecaps off. I think maybe, I don't think it's likely that they will beat the 2 seed. But you never know with these Detroit Lions, as you can see. They got a lot of power, and that defense has been playing well. We'll see what happens, though. But I think they got them playoffs in the bag, as long as they win these next 3 games. And that would be it. They'll make it.